week is no different. We get a chance to dish it up with the one and only Dr. Deborah Stroman.
From the basketball court at the University of Virginia to the classroom at UNC Chapel Hill, Dr. Deborah Stroman has it all covered. Now this professor and sports business entrepreneur is about to take you to school. It's time for Dishing It Up with Dr. Stroman and the Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
D. Stroman.
Good morning.
What's going on, D.
Good morning, good people. How are you?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
How are you?
I am doing well, and I want to start off with reminding everyone that it is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Thank you for doing
we
it.
know that applies in all aspects of our lives. Just a little promo. So there are some people in the listening audience who know that I do equity work, racial equity work, and the evolution of that is to do wellness retreats in the beautiful country of Costa Rica.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, so racerealities.com. I've got 2 retreats coming up. In particular, I want to speak on the one July 13th through the 20th for men of color, mental health. But we're going to talk about everything from life, relationships, money, self-care, belonging, equity work. So I'm letting people know, please, if you know a gentleman in your life, family, friend, colleague who needs an escape, men speaking to men, I will just be there in the morning to say hello, but I've got at least 3 amazing therapists, consultants in this space, from Dr. Duncan, who used to work with the NBA Sacramento Kings, to Matt Genius, who is a therapist working out of the Atlanta area, and then our very own Dr. Sonny Kelly. People might know of him locally. He's amazing gentleman who does theatrical work. He also does historical work. But I'm letting everybody know, Mental Health Awareness Month. Check out racerealities.com.
I'm checking out right now.
Yes, we're going to be at a beautiful, beautiful setting in southern Costa Rica, almost down near Panama. We're going to be that far south in a very beautiful tropical area.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be really nice. I can't wait for the women's retreat.
Yes. That's right around the corner. That is June 17th through the 24th. Again, very, very similar. It's open, but really there's an opportunity for everybody who I think needs to just slow down and do a little self-care. I think that's important.
Wow, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Great work, Dr. Stroman. Great work.
That's awesome.
Thank you. So what's on my mind is obviously the WNBA, but in particular, well, not in particular, I want to talk about the NBA. I was thinking about the finals, and it could end up being superstars leading their teams, right, when you get to this level. And so I'm thinking about the Eastern side, which is Jason and Jalen, Boston and New York, respectively. And then I'm thinking about the Western side, Luka and Nikola, right? The Joker and Doncic. So it's almost like we've got the foreigners versus the Easterners in terms of superstars.
Yeah.
So I'm asking the question, will we reach a point where the majority or the top 20 players in the NBA will be international players? When the players from outside the United States started coming in the mid-'90s, there were 5%. Now the league has nearly 28%. 125 international players are not only playing, but we've got a number of them who are dominating. So I just want to do a quick check with you all.
Wow.
Besides Luka, Giannis, the Joker, can you all, between the 3 of you, name maybe 4 or 5 other foreign players who are dominating in the NBA?
Well, it's not really foreign, but it's another country. It's Canada.
Yeah, a lot of Canadians.
You guys.
That's foreign, officially.
SGA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Top of mind.
Okay, we got SGA. That's one.
From Denver.
Yep. Murray, Jamal Murray, definitely from Canada as well. Plays for Denver.
That's 2.
Pascal Siakam.
Pascal. Yeah, he's still playing. Yeah, Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, from Cameroon.
Yeah, yep. Hell, it's several. I'm probably missing a few.
It's a couple of Australian guys too. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember their names.
So,
I didn't think what was his name.
Rudy Gobert.
Oh.
Rudy. Yeah.
We shouldn't have missed him. We've been talking about him.
Yeah.
Well, he played. Well, never.
He's been missing. Literally, so maybe that's why we missed him.
The man missed one game.
But no, I'm talking about
it's cost him
one
two.
Game
he
to
missed
be
one game,
and it cost him two.
alongside his
I'm
partner.
talking about he's been missing in the game. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, got you. Okay.
All right, we've got Porzingis. Does anybody know what country? Where does he hail from?
Porzingis is from.
He's one of the ones that got broken up.
Yeah, Serbia, something like that.
Latvia.
Yeah. Okay, wherever that is, that country. There you go.
And then how about Ben Simmons?
Australian.
Are we
gonna actually count Ben Simmons in this conversation?
He on the books.
He's an NBA player.
I saw he was at the Met Gala the other day. I mean, is that really
looking like a 7'10" man again?
I know. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Former NBA All-Star. So yes, Ben Simmons counts. And then of course Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, he was born.
Doc Stroman, you cheating now.
See, that's cheating.
Doc Stroman, no.
Australia.
Don't do that, Doc Stroman. That's like saying Kobe. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, you cheating now.
Yeah,
What's his name from?
He's officially
Joel.
Embiid.
Thank you.
Yes.
Joel Embiid. Yeah.
What country?
That I can't remember.
He's not Nigerian. I don't know.
He's not Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Yeah. Okay.
Cameroon. Okay.
Cameroon. Yes.
That's a good guess.
And then of course the Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah. Wembanyama.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He's French.
France.
Yeah.
France, and then the Orlando Magic stars, the Wagners, France and Maurice.
No, where they
Germany?
from? See, I was trying to figure. They France. Yeah, they got a name like that. Yeah.
And let me do just one more. Al Horford.
Yeah, he's from Trinidad. No, it's not Trinidad. He's from something island.
We're celebrating him today.
Is it Trinidad? No, he's from
DR.
Okay, DR.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, his dad played in the NBA. Yeah. Okay.
I know they have a team in the DR.
Well, then
See.
So the question is, why is this happening? Or is it the rule changes? No big man in the paint dominance. You double, triple your superstars, and then you just kick out for the threes. And now we have a lot of stretch fours. So what's happening? Are we going to lose the edge here, or will always be a United States game first and foremost?
No, I'm gonna stop short of saying always.
No, I don't think so. Yeah,
it will still be a predominantly United States game, but it is quickly becoming a what the commissioner and others have asked for, an international game, which it has been and always was. But for what we've been watching, because we get all of the NBA, because keep in mind there are leagues in Europe that's been playing for, 60 plus years, right? The FIBA league, it's a reason they have the international basketball rules, because they had their own basketball league, and it's always been there. So it'll be a 50-50, but I will say I think probably the resurgence, what you see the most is the age and the maturity level of the game of the players that are coming from Europe. Some of the European leagues, it's much different because they are playing actual basketball when the guys over here playing the one and done game, and they're not really getting tested. The guys over here just playing the one, because and I'll say this, but I'll say this, a lot of people probably won't like me saying it. You just take the last 4 classes of one and dones that came out of Duke, and if they went and they played that same year and a half or 2 years in the European League, they would be much better players by the time they got to the NBA.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, I don't have time to go in there, but I'm gonna hold that thought though. Another concept I heard Dirk talk about. Nowinski talked about the fact that he thinks the resurgence of European and guys outside of the USA, which is interesting. He said he thinks it was all about the dream team. He said when he said when they saw that as young people, they wanted to up their game, work hard, become an NBA star because of Michael, Magic, and Charles Barkley and all those guys in '92. Because you see, if you think about it, some of those guys are now of age or even before then in the NBA now, and they saw that. and that was the branding for I want to be those guys, and they think that this was Dirk Nowitzki said. He thought that was one of the things that got him and his friends really interested in becoming the NBA
because they
players
were playing basketball in the the European leagues were playing basketball in the Olympics for a long time.
Yeah,
right.
Brazil had I can't remember his name, but he had one of the best players in the world playing for them for a long time in the Olympics, but it didn't take off until the guy.
No, I think that's a great point you all bring up because you're talking about the strategy. The NBA wants to be a global product. They are now a global product, and it was due to being strategic.
Yeah.
And when they started broadcasting overseas, that helped tremendously. Now the NBA has broadcast rights and services in 214 countries and territories. And they play preseason games, right? And regular season games. I think Mexico and France. But to that point, they want to grow the game. There's more money to be made. Generally, it always goes down to economics, and they know that they are ripe. I wouldn't be surprised one day where we have another NBA-type league in other countries. We know we've got the development of NBA Africa, where these standalone, leagues are taking place to continue to make money.
Yeah,
Kmac and provide opportunities for young people, right?
Yeah, I was going to say Kmac and I were talking about this Friday. It's interesting when you look at the upcoming NBA draft. Of the top 3 are from a different country.
Yeah,
that's right,
including the number one.
It helps us for understanding geography, where these countries are. Like, do people know where Serbia is? Do people know where Slovenia is, where Luka's from? So we end up looking at the map. We start learning a little bit more. And then, of course, sometimes they will use their own native language in interviews. So that makes us think, okay, what's that mean? Pull out the translator and things like that. So I think it can help us. Again, I'm about diversity, belonging, including. And when we have more international players, that helps us as a country, I believe, as well, in terms of learning. Yeah. Just one other point. You mentioned Jamal Murray. He's never been an all-star, which is amazing.
Oh, wow. That's right. You're right. And you mentioned, so he would have made the list you asked for. But
you telling me he didn't make the All-Star team last year?
No, he didn't. No. An All-Star.
Wow.
That's kind of a sore subject for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because clearly, it's the Joker's team. But if Jamal Murray was not playing, they would not be NBA champions.
No.
They would not, be as great as they are. He's the number 2 there.
Yeah, definitely. You're right about that.
Yeah. Final thoughts about Caitlin Clark. I have no problem with the 10 turnovers. Well, if I were the coach, I would. But my bigger thing with Caitlin Clark is to stop the whining and expecting calls. I don't want her to turn into, the Bobby Hurley of the league.
Hey, Professor,
He's raising his hand.
I got my hand up in the class. I got a question for you.
You got a question from the front row?
Yes.
It was someone alluded to the fact that Caitlin Clark is the Michael Jordan of the WNBA.
Don't touch me.
How does that fall on your ears when someone say that?
I just laugh at it. Laugh.
You're laughing at your student, Kmac.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
He didn't give the full.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
You got to give her more than just that one sentence because it was more to it.
But the statement I made was a true statement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did say that.
You got some more context to
it. A game changer, influencer, but Michael was that and successful on the court, right? And so Caitlin, in terms of the business activity, yes, great influencer, probably one of the best. But it is not. When I hear Michael Jordan, I see two sides: the ability to change the game plus performance. And Caitlin doesn't have the second half.
Well, she don't have the second half yet.
I don't think ever.
Wait a minute. Mike is the best. Arguably the best player we ever seen in the NBA.
That's because
anywhere.
Well, that's because the league helped him become that.
And you saying Caitlin Clark can be the best WNBA player ever?
If we help, okay. Dr.
I disagree.
Okay. So Dr. Stroman,
Even if the league helped her, I'm saying she can't.
Talent-wise,
she doesn't have the body type.
Right.
She doesn't have the foot speed.
Come on.
The way the game is played, she doesn't have.
Hey, man,
all the other pieces aren't there for her. They're no.
We got MJ.
She said,
got MJ.
I'm not even gonna give you another
We got
list.
MJ.
No.
We got CC. So we got that's what we're doing.
so
Now I do believe she'll be an all-star. I do believe that.
She's gonna be rookie of the year and an all-star. Put it down right there.
Because of her shooting ability. But in terms of
Michael Jordan?
changing the game to the Michael Jordan level, the LeBron level, the Abdul-Jabbar level,
Kobe level.
in terms of performance, Kobe level,
Yeah.
no, it's not going to happen.
Dr. Stroman,
Yeah.
you know we all subscribe to the mantra, you can't be great until you're great, right? Mm-hmm. She's not great yet, but she can be great.
Kmac.
What are you seeing in her potential that would make her that? You know, if anything, if you're going to throw a name out, it wouldn't be MJ, it would be Steph Curry. But I don't see the foot speed. She doesn't have the foot speed.
That's good. That's good.
You know,
You're right.
I'm thinking, as we know, once you get over the age of about 16, men's physical characteristics dominate women in sports for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying that she has to be as fast as a Steph Curry, but she doesn't have she's just not built for that type of, you know, and I'm talking about Steph Curry. We're talking about 30-point type games regularly.
Dr. Stroman,
At a younger age.
Dr. Stroman, you played the same position as Caitlin Clark, correct?
No, I was more a
Point guard.
traditional point.
Yeah, she played point.
Oh, so she's not a
she's
traditional
more like
point?
she's truly a shooting guard
Oh, so she could just shoot.
who might bring the ball up, right? You know, but she's not a true point guard.
Okay.
But no, what Kmac? Enough, man. This
You see, when she did bring
is
the
about
ball
driving
up, they
me crazy.
stripped her, right? So
Yep.
she's not a true point guard.
They stripped her.
Dr. Stroman, I'm just having fun with you this morning because I just
You like getting me worked up.
You're about to get a real
I know.
temperature is going up.
I'm just I apologize. I know you guys did play the same position. I just wanted to make sure I compared her to you, and I knew how you would take that.
You just wait till the next exam.
I know you messed it up for
Man,
us. We're not even going to. She's not going to get a better grade.
You mess with the whole curve in a
Yes.
bad direction.
Hey, look, don't get mad at me, Professor, because I went and looked you up on YouTube. Man, students do that now. You look professors and stuff up on YouTube, then they come back and say, hey,
It's a whole new day in the classroom now, as long as they have access to the internet.
Yeah.
They gonna look you up.
I saw your picture, Dr. Stroman, with all your former students, I guess, or recent students that graduated. That's a really nice picture you guys have at graduation. Yeah, that's nice.
It's such a challenging time for this class of 2024 to go in with, online learning, which is a wonderful way to learn. But when it's forced due to the COVID and the isolation and all that, and then to close out for many, many students across the country with the protests.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
asking more from their administrators and then, people getting arrested. So just a challenging time. I'm wishing them the best in their next chapter.
Dr. Stroman, I know we don't have much time. We up against we got to roll, but I want to ask you this one question. This is about just your journey, just being a professor and teaching so many young people and impacting so many lives. In the next 15 seconds, tell me what comes to your mind. Which class? What probably is the most impactful thing as you have been teaching so many young people over the years?
There's a statement that I tell to my students, and I love when they repeat it back to me. I just pause and they repeat the rest of it. It's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you on a favorable basis. It's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you on a favorable basis, because you can't be everywhere. You need to build healthy, quality relationships with people so they will talk about you and work for you and with you.
That's good.
Outstanding.
That's
Dr. Stroman, as always, you give us
That's
a gem
totally
on the way
awesome.
out today. On the way